Uta Briesewitz.
I'm Lili Reinhart, and we're here repping American Sweatshop.
I'm taking it away. Um, I loved the script written by Matthew Nemeth. I responded to it right away. If somebody pitched to me, how about a movie, of people just, being in a room looking at a bunch of monitors, I would have said like, oh, that sounds kind of boring. But the human drama behind it was very, very intriguing to me. And I also got the script. I actually did some research. I got the script in June 2019. It was a long time ago, one of the first versions of the script. And so long journey, to actually make this movie. But it was around the same time when my kids had turned an age, 13, 14, when we were thinking about giving them a smartphone. And I couldn't help but think, am I handing a device to my child right now that will damage them severely forever? Or will I give them something that opens them up to the world and lets them experience a lot of great things and see a lot of things? But definitely the other part of like being very worried and concerned also was very, very present. So I think, on a personal level, that was one of the reasons why I was very intrigued by the script and wanted to tell the story.
I mean, for me, it's a great sign when I can read a script in one sitting and don't get distracted, don't want to pick up my phone while I'm reading it. I have really bad ADD, and it's getting worse as the years go on. So reading scripts can be can be hard. So when I fly through one, like I did with American Sweatshop, it's a great sign. And I also really responded to the whole premise of content moderation. I think people are just now discovering that that's a real job that people have, and they sit and they watch these flagged videos on the internet, and it's a thing that people are paid to do. And that seems to be really fascinating to people. And so the idea to obviously make a movie about that and the traumas of what each and every one of us experiences on our phone on a daily basis, the things that we see and are things that I think 9 times out of 10 probably shouldn't be seeing, and a commentary on what that's actually doing to your brain and how that's affecting your personal life was, the angle with which this story and the script took to go into a woman's personal life and her life outside of work while commenting on this job of content moderation is just like you said, like it could be done in a very boring
Yeah.
way, but it's done in a really human, kind of empathetic and compassionate way, and so I loved that.
It's really just a conceptual approach. We let the viewer fill in the gaps, fill in the blanks. If you put out a title like Fetus in a Blender, just go to your own dark corners and see what you want to imagine. If you have a title that says man getting hit by a train, what are you willing to imagine? So we didn't want to traumatize the audience with shocking images. That would have been like the straightforward, almost easy approach. But if we make a movie about people who, that we're getting traumatized by things that we shouldn't see, we definitely didn't want to make a movie that traumatizes our audience. But it's what I find so interesting when I get feedback now about the movie is how very disturbed people are by it. And I was just having a conversation with our writer, just 5 minutes ago, saying this is so interesting to me is because we don't really show any gore. We don't show really anything really, really graphic. There is not blood everywhere or whatever. But we set up a stage that allows for people to go to their darkest corners of their imagination. And that's what we are trying to tickle out of people. That's what we're setting the stage for. And then, of course, also what adds to what I find so intriguing is we don't watch ourselves when we watch bad content, and turning the camera around on the human aspect. Who is this content consumed by, and how do we suffer? And beautiful portrayed by all of our actors, like Joel Fry and Jeremy Ing Jones, and of course, up front, like really Lili Reinhart. That was the real drama for me, and that's the real suffering. And that was also so intriguing to me to just simply turn the camera around and take a look at ourselves, us consuming these images.
Special effects is great and amazing. I love special effects and I love gory movies, but letting an audience see the title of the caption of a video, and then giving the audience permission to create what that video looks like in their head, I think is why people walk away going, wow, it was disturbing. It's like, well, we know that your brain was the one creating all those images. Not all of them, but yeah.
Because when you see images that are really gory, really bloody, whatever, it's a different genre. I think we immediately distance ourselves from it. It's like, it's not real or whatever. It's so over the top gory, like, I don't even let that get to me, whereas these finer nuances of just opening a door and say like, hey, how would you imagine a video, with children singing like a children's rhyme, and then the moderator clicks the title, pornography, then you wonder like, what the hell was happening there? And it's very disturbing.
For me, I think it brings an awareness to, and I've been saying like none of us, I'm not sure many of us were saying the word algorithm a year ago, and now it's kind of a part of our conversation, especially in media and especially in this movie and stuff like that. And I think I'm very aware now when I go on a platform that people are trying to sell me things, people are trying to convince me of things, and some people are just trying to make me laugh. And then I'm gravitating towards the levity and the people that are there for entertainment purposes and that are making skits and being creative, and the videos that you engage with or the more of those videos that you'll keep seeing. So I think I've just been trying to be intentional about what I'm watching and consuming, because I don't want to go to bed having nightmares about horrible news stories that I've been inundated with, all day long. So I'm kind of just trying to shift my algorithms a bit in a strategic way by engaging with things that are lighter. And I think that definitely in the last year has been what I've been trying to do. And I think this movie helped push me in that lighter direction. It's so hard when we've been saying like you watch a movie and you reach for your phone every 10 minutes, even while you're watching a movie. And that's just the world that we live in now. But trying to break yourself out of that habit is it's good to try and do that.